Within the variety of visualization products Rockwell Automation has to offer, the features we just discussed are instrumental in the selection of the most effective solution. The typical machine-level operator interface is a dedicated terminal and a self-contained unit. In most cases, it is the closed system we talked about earlier. The typical application contains 20 to 50 displays, 50 to 200 alarm messages, and up to 100 data log elements. Most HMI system vendors choose to separate the software components based on their function. Some software components are responsible for providing or serving information to the user. Others request information and allow human interaction with it. Ideally, the application is initially sized properly with room to grow. Even so, how do you scale a machine-level HMI once you reach the limits of the terminal? Well, quite often, you simply buy another terminal. On the surface, this type of scaling might look inefficient since you end up with multiple HMI projects to manage. However, this is not an issue from the perspective of a machine builder, since each machine will most likely end up at different end-user sites. The ability to easily duplicate the HMI is a tremendous benefit to these machine builders. For larger applications, the HMI tends to be an open system. In other words, it runs on a standard Windows computer to provide users with more flexibility in software options. Some customers still refer to these systems as supervisory control and data acquisition, or SCADA for short. A typical SCADA system requires more than 100 displays, more than 500 alarms, over 1,000 data log elements, and perhaps additional software tools and databases. Site-level HMIs can either be deployed on the plant floor as standalone systems running on industrially rated computers, or a distributed system that is commonly used in plant control rooms. A standalone system, sometimes referred to as a station, is one in which all components of the HMI run on the same computer. These types of applications are commonly deployed on the plant floor. There are three ways to scale an open standalone HMI application. The first is to simply buy a bigger, faster computer and potentially purchase additional licensing for a larger HMI application. This type of scaling has its limits. As you continue growing this application, you will get to a point where you will reach the maximum capacity and resource utilization of that computer. A second, more traditional method of expansion involves the duplication of the application, much the same way you would scale a small dedicated operator interface system. Although common, this method has many caveats. This example of systems deployed at the same customer starts as 2 or 3 or 4 isolated yet identical systems, but very quickly becomes disparate and unique as engineering and maintenance on one line makes changes not consistently replicated on the other lines. As mentioned earlier, most HMI system vendors, including Rockwell Automation, choose to separate the software components based on their function. This multiple computer server-client architecture is referred to as a distributed HMI and is highly flexible. Running the components on multiple computers enables optimal scalability up to the customer's current and future needs, while the overall system is managed as a single application. In this example, the servers are responsible for providing or serving the information which is being requested. This is where most of the processing, in a sense, the workload of the system, takes place. The clients represent the operator engineering interface through which served data can be viewed on a screen. This configuration provides unique benefits. It allows the use of single or multiple servers with multiple clients, rather than many individual standalones, for convenient centralized administration of the HMI application. High availability options, implemented initially or at a later time, minimize data loss and downtime and disruptions to clients if any of the servers fail. It has the flexibility to grow as needed.